Hi there, just a short video today, and I wanted to get your attention. Free banking. Um, People think bank fees are too high, and bank fees, bank fees, bank fees. But you just have to take a few minutes to read the pricing guide and to work out the little sneaky ways that you can actually not only bank for free, but if you're clever, you get the bank to pay for your banking. This is FNB. You can have a look at your own bank. I like FNB, been with them for years, but as I say, look at your own bank and maybe you can come up with similar kind of deals. FNB, you go to the website fnbnamibia.com.na and you just look at the rates and pricing, you click on that and the whole list will come up of all the different prices. Here's the main thing, first of all. There's two different ways that you can pay for your banking. The one is pay as you use, in other words, there's a fee on everything you do. And the second thing, which is what I go for, is the electronic pricing option. You have to change it. So go to the bank and say, I want to change to electronic pricing option. What does that mean? For a fixed fee every month, you get free electronic transactions, as many as you want. Debit card payments at the shop, swiping, or tapping. Don't swipe anymore. Those days are over. Tapping. Free electricity purchases, free airtime purchases, and you can withdraw. Please don't use cash. That's where you're going to get hit with fees. But if you really want to still use cash, you can withdraw $2,000 for free at an ATM. You get funeral cover, and at the bottom there you'll see it says you get 820 cash back. We'll come back to that now because that's part of the secret. So, electronic pricing option. How much does it cost? This is gold. I never see the point of all of these other things, by the way. Somebody must explain to me why on earth you'd want a platinum or a private client or a private wealth lifestyle costing you $650 a month, unless you want to get into the little tiny Wolfers Bay luxury suite for free. But I'm on the electronic pricing option, gold lifestyle, and it's $177.50 a month, fixed. And as you see there, your debit card payments, there they are there, free. Your cashback at point of sale is free. Your internal debit orders are free. Do you know what that means? Sorry, cashback at point of sale. When you do your shopping, you just say, can you give me $50 or $100 from the till? That's free. Internal and external debit orders are free. And you see, if you go for the cheaper option, looks like a cheaper option, $54, pay as you use. Unfortunately, this is the problem. You're going to be paying every time you withdraw cash at the ATM. You're going to be paying every time you want cash back at point of sale. And the debit orders, especially your external debit orders, $32 for every debit order, whereas this one is free. So you can see that your $177 quickly pays for itself, and as I say, that's a fixed fee. If you're a senior, by the way, very nice, you're free, but again, even though it's free and even though your debit card purchases are free, you have to pay for cash withdrawals, you have to pay for cash back, you have to pay for internal and external debit orders. So you do your maths whether you think it's not going to be free, because these fees will add up. But again, this electronic pricing option, over time, I think you'll find that actually works out quite well. Now, I'm paying $177 a month. How do I get banking for free? Well, here's the thing. There's a thing called FNB Rewards. And it's a little bit weird and a bit funny, but anyway, what we're going to do is when we buy fuel, when I buy fuel, I try and use the credit card, and then I get 1% back. So let's say I spend $3,000 a month on the credit card. That's already $30 back I'm getting in terms of rewards. What I do, of course, is immediately go into the app and take $800 or $900, whatever it costs to fill up, and I transfer that back from my current account back into the credit card account. So the credit account is always on zero. Airtime purchases, you're going to get some rewards, and when you use your credit card or your debit card, you're also going to get some rewards. And these kind of mount up. In addition to that, if you're getting your statements electronically, I'm sure you are, then you get some rewards for that. If you spend on the credit card, you get rewards for that. If your balance in your savings pocket, we'll come back to that now, increases every month by $300, that's not much, you get a reward for that. If you have investments, if you have a loan, I don't. If you have a loan, I don't. And if you use cash at till rather than the ATM, you see what they're trying to do? They're trying to reward you for using cash at till, which doesn't cost them anything, compared to the ATM, which costs them a fortune because they have to build ATMs and pay for them. So, hey, that's fine. If that's the game they want to play, it's super, but I play the game, and I think last month I got $180 back. So, in other words, you can see already my 177, that's why I've got free banking, because I got rewards back from FNB Rewards. There's another interesting thing, and I'll end off with this, called Bank Your Change, which you need to register for. And what it means is the amount, look at the second line there, every time you swipe, the amount is rounded off to the nearest dollar. So if it's, $9.10, they take the 90 cents, rounded off to the nearest dollar, and they put that into your savings pocket. In addition, you can have a top-up amount of $2, $5, $10, $20, or $50. I think mine is $2 or $5. Every time I swipe, which is free, I actually pay $2 or $5 into my savings account. You'd be surprised how that mounts up. So, with that, not only do you get some rewards, but your savings account starts to build up. And of course, when that happens, do you remember here with the rewards, it said if your savings pocket increases by $300 a month, yes it does, then you get some more rewards for that. So, hey, it's all a game. And if you can learn to play the game, if you can learn to, as I say, just read the book, the pricing guide, you should be able to work out how you can really save or even bank for free. Good luck.